Hi, lovely blended learning team. It is Liz here, which I guess you kind of figured that out. I wanted to give you guys, instead of sending email reminders about events for you to check your attendance and things like that, I'm going to try to be a little more efficient and proactive with this so that you guys can check on attendance yourself, make sure it's up to date with what we're seeing. Remember, for events in Testing Nirvana, K-12 is pulling those attendance reports. They're pulling them on Fridays. I'm trying to get them to move that to Mondays, but I haven't heard one way or another whether that's going to happen. In any case, by Monday, you're supposed to have everything updated for the previous week for attendance. I'm going to pull, most likely on Tuesday mornings, all the attendance that's happened at your locations. And I'm going to house all of those reports in Testing, or not Testing Nirvana. I'm going to house those reports in SharePoint for you guys to take a look at what everyone else is seeing to make sure it's accurate. So I'm going to just step you through how to get into that SharePoint site. You all have access. So when you get into the main SharePoint site, and give me 1 second, let me go to the actual main site. When you go into this main page, this is what you see when you sign into the Arizona Virtual Academy main page, right? At the very top, you're going to see Student Support Services. If you click on that, it's going to give you all the documents that I've loaded for Student Support Services. One of those is going to be Event Attendance. You can see there's a folder here. It says Event Attendance. So if we click on that folder, you're going to see there's a couple of different options in here. The ones that you're going to key in on these are these face-to-face events. You're also going to see I'm doing a comparison of withdrawals to events that students have attended, just to kind of do a comparison. So there's other folders in here, Learning Coach University completions, the welcome sessions that Daisha's doing. So there's other areas in here, but the one that your guys are going to key in on these face-to-face events folder. So if I click on this, it's going to open up a folder that includes some of these these are all events that we had multiple locations set up. So if you remember the WOW event that you guys did at the beginning of August, you went in to one event name, and in that event name, you selected your location and added attendance to your location. So there are going to be events that we've set up that way because it's the exact same event, just at different locations. Those are on the outside of these. So these are going to be events that we have completed that have multiple locations. So for example, if I look at this Getting to Know You Community Days, that's the community event you all had last Friday. I'm going to click for you guys to take a look at this, and for you, this is how you would operate with this. If you click on this, you can either click and open it up here online, or if you click the little, whatever they're called, 3 little dots, that's a technical word. If we click on the 3 little dots, you're going to be able to download this. And when you download this, you can save it if you would like, or you can just open it. So this particular event is going to be what all of you hosted. And you can look across the top and you can see, okay, well, here's my info. So you could put filters on this, and you can open up and filter on your location to see how many of, is this all the students that attended that particular event for that location. So I'd like to make sure that you guys go in and take a peek at these and make sure what K-12 and we're seeing is accurate information. So these are events. One event that has multiple locations is on the outside of this. We then move into some of the events that you guys are doing individually at your sites. So for example, if I open up the Queen Creek folder, so each of you have a specific folder now. And in this specific folder, we're going to be loading in some of those specific things that you guys are doing that are unique to your locations. For example, the welcome sessions that you all have scheduled, you all had different flavors of those, or there were different flavors of those. So I set those up as individual events. So for this particular event, I'm looking at Queen Creek's. Again, we can look at the 3 little dots, we can download this or look at it online, whatever makes more sense for you. But what I need for you to do is make sure that week to week, and this will be updated weekly, So these are events that you're hosting. They're reoccurring events that are going to happen throughout a month. So for these reoccurring events, I do need for you to take a look and make sure that what we're saying happened. So you can see column N and O show the location, but it also shows the dates. You can kind of go back at those dates, relook at your attendance, and make sure that that is accurate. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. I am going to be reaching out to some of you to clarify how you want events set up in Testing Nirvana. I'm looking at September events now, and they're getting a little crazy in my mind on how we want to do this. So I will be reaching out individually if I have questions on your events that you guys are hosting, those face-to-face events. I really appreciate your support. Just let me know if you have any questions, and have a lovely, lovely weekend. Bye, you guys.